This is episode 22 of Two Girls Chirping. I'm Lauren.
I'm Abby.
Today, we're talking about who? What did you decide on? We're doing a family lore, right?
Yes, we're talking about the Nylander family.
As in William Nylander?
Yes, as in William, Michael, and Alexander. There's
Sure.
a lot of them.
I know that he's got a sister that's on TikTok, and she takes care of his dogs a lot. I stumbled across her TikToks a fair amout.
I've
And she's
always
like,
wondered.
spend a day with me with brothers in the NHL, or that's not even, let me start over. It's basically like what I do in a day as a sister of two NHL players or something like that. And it's like walk the dogs and go to the game. And
I've always wondered
she's
who takes
funny.
care of their dogs.
She does. She's holding that family down, I think. What a queen.
Yeah, because I don't think he's publicly in a relationship. So I'm like, who takes care of your dogs when you travel? But it makes sense that she does.
I just assumed that he took his dogs with him when he traveled.
If anybody was going to do it, it would be him.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I support it.
And I feel like, well,
I don't know. I guess it doesn't make
don't know.
sense.
I don't think that
But
they
I
do
feel like
that.
if they were going, like for Four Nations, granted, he didn't have to go anywhere. No. He
Yeah,
didn't have to
he
go
did.
that far. He had to go to Montreal.
yeah.
And then I think that's all
Boston.
they got. Did they go to Boston?
I believe they played at least one game in Boston.
They got to do some light traveling, if you will.
Yeah.
And I know that the dogs went with them. I don't know that, but I have a vague recollection of watching her video.
Lauren's actually got an inside source.
It's TikTok. Who's shocked? It's her public TikTok account. It pops up on my For You page, and I'm like, oh, cute.
That's fun, though.
And I never remember to follow her. I should really remember.
Yeah.
I don't even know what her name is.
Watch it be, like, completely satire, and it's not her at all. But
No,
no,
I
they've got
think
a
it
ton of
is.
siblings.
Well, I know they've got a sister because TikTok. And I know that either she is his sister or she has the same last name as him, the same blonde hair and blue eyes, and looks very similar.
Their genetics do run hard.
And then the one time I saw the other Nylander, I feel...
Alexander.
Yeah, the one time I saw him and Willie were right next to each other in
Dude.
their gear, I was like...
Yeah, they are siblings. We literally...
Who is who?
We actually
Copy
both
paste.
saw it at the same time. We both paused, and we're like, yeah, they're siblings.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Mm-hmm. Did you have... what's been
let's
happening
do
in the
updates.
NHL this week?
Not too much. Brad Marchand is hurt. Upper body injury.
Aw,
He's out for a long time.
bummer.
The Bruins are
Boo.
dropping like flies.
They kind of are.
Their IR list
feel
is
like
not to be trifled with.
Everybody is dropping like flies right now,
That's
feel.
not true. Nico Heischer and Quinn Hughes are back.
Yeah, that's true. Thank God.
Thank God, truly. And then the Canucks won the first game. They beat the LA Kings, and that was his first game back. And I don't know if they've won.
I mean, the
since
Hurricanes have lost 3 out of their 4 games.
The Devils, it's like
Post
everyone
Four
came back
Nations.
from Four Nations and forgot how to be a team.
Except for the Habs.
Except for the Habs.
Dude,
that was
I'm
that's
pretty
my
sure they've
number
won
one.
every single game since Four Nations.
I said the Habs kind of came back and slayed. They're on a 3-week streak. Yes, I'm counting the 2-week break on Four Nations.
Hey, it
so they're on a
counts.
3-week
It
long
counts.
streak.
They haven't lost a game
And they've
in
only
3
played 3
weeks.
games as of yesterday when I made that note, and they've won them. So
They played a day, I believe, at 6.
good. I love them. I love my little underdogs. The Devils are back. They started out rough, but we're finding our wind again.
Yeah.
we're finding our wind again. What else do
The
I
Canadians
have on this?
have won
Matt Rempe got his second goal of the NHL.
We love to see it.
We do love to see it.
Kirby Doc is injured. He's out for the rest
Ooh.
of the season. He has a knee injury. He had knee surgery.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
about
I
that.
forgot to send you, or maybe I did. And this is a game that the Devils lost, but McKinnon had like a gorgeous
was
goal. I told you
beautiful.
about it in the car the other day
Yeah.
when we were going to book club. I don't remember if I actually sent it to you, but our For You pages are basically the same. So I'm sure you saw it.
I mean, I saw it. I'm pretty sure I watched that live.
Did you see the Blue Jackets fits for the Stadium Series? The ones
The
that...
Cannons.
The Johnny Gaudreau ones.
Oh, yes, those two. I thought I was talking about the jersey. I also saw that Michelle walked them out.
Yeah. I love that. It's gorgeous.
Gosh.
They had Baby Gaudreau on the like family skate ice. And that video was so cute. There is something.
Okay.
There is something about those videos of these hockey dads and their little babies skating on ice that just fires up all of my maternal instincts. It is the cutest thing on the planet.
Also talking about the Habs, I mean, we had pivoted, but Patrick Laine had broken his goalless streak. I think he hadn't scored a goal since mid-January. And in the first game back from Four Nations, he scored a goal.
Good for him.
And then he also scored against Carolina when they shut us out 4-0.
We don't have to bring that up.
It's okay. It was a good game. They deserved to win it the way they were playing. We were playing like shit.
You know who deserved to win and did? The Islanders. Finally.
Really?
They finally won.
Who did they beat?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember things like that.
The stadium.
I looked at it yesterday.
Who won the Stadium Series game yesterday?
I don't know. I didn't care.
The Blue Jackets. God bless.
Truly.
5-3.
The Islanders beat the shit out of the Preds. That's who. Well,
that's not
7. They beat them 7-4. That's kind of what I call.
Also,
I guess it's not a shutout. And then they also beat the Bruins. Okay, but half their roster is injured. And then the Rangers made them eat grass on the 25th. They beat them 5-1. And I'm almost positive that that's when Matt Rempe had his second NHL goal.
I just refuse to watch.
So they've won
Rangers
2 games in a row. Granted, against trash teams. But we take the wins where we find them. Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it.
Golly gee.
So I'm looking at the Stadium Series scoring right now because I didn't watch it. They're just, the Canes were playing. Why would I watch the Blue Jackets? Anyways, Adam Fantilli scored, which is what made me think of this. He hard launched his relationship, kind of. I wasn't aware that he had a girlfriend.
He pulled a Jack Hughes.
No, that's exactly what I was going to say. He saw Jack Hughes last season hard launch his girlfriend at the Stadium Series family skate, and he said, write that down.
Whoever, I cannot remember her name.
Brunette.
Yeah, she is brunette. We love to see a brunette. She is also so cute.
Yeah.
Good for him, honestly. Don't know how, but it's not my place to question.
That was such a polite way.
But also, what I wanted to say is Jack Jackie boy, you know. His girlfriend is just so cute.
She just looks very kind.
She looks so freaking sweet.
And I respect the heck out of them for keeping their relationship very, very private.
It's not surprising. This is the Hughes family we're talking about. They keep it so private for how publicized they are, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, they do not do
really
the
do.
Charles Leclerc treatment where they're just like, yeah, welcome in. Here's everything that's ever happened to me, everything that's going to happen to me. We're going to film it all, post it on YouTube, and then that'll just be what it is.
Yeah.
They're like Max. They're there to play their games, and then they poof, disappear into nothingness. Anyways.
Can I interrupt you one more time?
Go for.
I got a weird alert from ESPN.
Just now?
Like a minute ago. But it's just the wording of it. Matthew Tkachuk's injured. He's got a groin injury. He's been injured since Four Nations for real, but it says Panthers captain Matthew Tkachuk sidelined with groin injury. And I had to do a double take because I was like, did I miss something? Because he's not their captain, but
I mean, isn't he?
No, Sam Bennett is very much their captain.
What would he be then? The firecracker? He's like the second lieutenant.
Like the town crier.
Damn. That's your man, too. What the heck?
I'm just thinking, like, he's known for talking. That's kind of his thing.
Anyways, Ovechkin is only 10 goals away from tying the record. 10 goals as of yesterday, I believe.
We are so close.
I'm going to have to, ESPN's got a little, like, goal tracker.
Mm-hmm. I get a notification every single time that man scores.
Speaking of scoring, Kotkaniemi fought on Whalers night.
Dude.
And apparently, you told me this yesterday.
The Whalers?
They have never lost in the Whalers kit.
They are unbelievable when they go as the Whalers.
It's the retro in them.
First of all, I love the Whalers. Like, I really want a Whalers hat.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me personally happy. But also, yeah, Kokanyemi came out, fought. He said during the national anthem, he decided he was going to fight.
They needed to.
And
they needed something to kickstart
did,
their second
and they
half of the
won.
season.
They haven't won any of the other games that they've played since Four Nations. So
yeah.
But they won that one. It was a...
Did they lose last night?
Yeah.
What is going on? Actually, I think I know what's going on. I think it's the Raikkonen.
Rantanen's been playing better.
Why am I suddenly saying that name wrong? I know that name.
I know. Rantanen, I will say, has played pretty well the past, 2, maybe 3 games. But
I just think they're talking a lot about him. Supposedly, he got offered a $100 million contract.
Yeah, and turned it down.
For, 8 years or something like that. And has not taken it or rejected it. So we're kind of in limbo with him. And then he's talking to other teams.
I don't think he's staying.
Can we just... The thing is, if he doesn't stay, we look like the biggest idiots.
I think
we lost Natchez, and Rantanen doesn't even want to stay.
I'm not shocked. I don't know why they thought that Rantanen would fit in with the Canes. He doesn't play like they play.
Yeah.
First and foremost. Also, I don't know if Natchez is doing great at Colorado. I think
he's doing pretty well.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a bummer. Because I was going to say, I know Jack Drury is doing better there than he was with the Canes.
So Jack Drury is not a Canes player.
Can we just take Natchez and Rantanen and just swap them back, please?
I will have to go into hiding if Rantanen ends up back at the Avs.
There's no way.
After we traded Natchez for that, and I don't care what anyone has to say about that trade's not equal. It's not. I'm not saying that Natchez and Rantanen are on the same page. I'm just saying, why do we do that?
And also just sure, Rantanen has better records than Natchez, but Natchez played like a Cane. Mm-hmm. Rantanen doesn't play like that.
Yeah. Completely agree.
He might be clicking now. They're really hyping it up as if
they're trying to dramatize the whole thing. As if they had group
therapy and now they're
whatever happened
again.
in practice on what was it, Friday, Saturday?
I love Trip Tracy.
Someday this week. They were acting like an exorcism and a revival happened. And I'm like, what went on in this practice?
They were.
They sat in a friendship circle and everyone said their rose and their thorn, and then we let all of our feelings out and we came together. It was... I don't know what happened to that practice. I'd love to know.
I love Trip Tracy. That was just really dramatic, the way they were hyping that up.
It was massively drama, which I love.
And granted, I wasn't there in the room. Maybe they did have group therapy.
I hope so. Can't go wrong with group therapy.
The Panthers and Blackhawks. So the Panthers sent Spencer Knight to the Blackhawks, which is kind of crazy to me, in return for Seth Jones. That's actually kind of an insane trade. The Panthers definitely needed someone like Seth Jones. I'm just shocked at the Spencer Knight of it all.
Why?
Because the Blackhawks are going to have to... he's their goaltender. Or he was their goaltender. I mean, he's just a great goaltender. He's been really good for them. So,
God, I wish Connor Bedard could get sent somewhere else.
God. We need to free Connor Bedard.
If he could figure out how to go to the Sharks, at least then he can lose with friends. He can lose with Eklund and Celebrini and Will Smith. And
we were talking about this the other day, but you can't compare the way that the media has treated the Sharks to the Blackhawks, because Connor Bedard went to the Blackhawks and they haven't been good, and it's kind of all been put on Connor Bedard.
They're blaming it all on him.
And everybody's saying he was overhyped. Whereas Macklin Celebrini was in a very similar position, went to the Sharks, and they're still terrible, but nobody's saying, oh my gosh, Macklin Celebrini is an awful player. And I truly do think it comes down to the fact that that the San Jose Sharks are way better with their media than the Blackhawks are.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, and
he's got a 3-year deal that will expire next year.
The Bedard?
Yeah.
We got to get him out of there. I'm like, there's no way he's staying.
There's no way.
There's no way. And honestly, I feel like the more he stays there, the worse he's getting. Or the
more
like in his head
like,
it probably is.
I feel like it can be a little bit of like the Trevor Zegras thing. Like you get sent to a shit team, everyone blames you for everything, and now look at him. Like he didn't really get nurtured. And then they traded Jamie Drysdale, his literal best friend, on the team anyways. And bro has been not the same ever since.
I just like, yeah.
In my mind, they're very similar.
He's kind of written off.
Yeah, everyone, well, not everyone. He is written off and said that he is overrated. But it's like, we never gave him an environment that truly nurtured him.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, I agree with that.
So I'm like, get him out. Give him somewhere that actually can develop a talent like that. Mm-hmm. And then let's see.
I agree.
But I would love to see him at the Sharks. It won't happen. But it could.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? That's everything I had note-wise.
I don't think I have anything else. The Nylander family?
Yeah, let's dive in.
That was a big recap. But I'm happy with it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like
thoughts.
next week is going to be crazy too because the deadline is next, Sunday?
Is it really?
It's March 7th, if I recall.
Oh, next Saturday.
So.
Oh. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm pretty terrified.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the Nylander family then.
Okay.
So, they have a big family. There's 6 kids.
6 of them?
Yes. Michelle is the oldest. This is age order. Michelle, William, Alexander, Jacqueline, Stephanie, and Daniela.
Oh, he is surrounded by women.
Yeah, he is.
It's just him and his brother and 4 sisters.
Yeah. Which actually kind of explains a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Dad, Michael Nylander, is known for sure, but their mom's name is Camilla. I cannot pronounce her maiden name, so I'm just going to leave it with Camilla. So we'll start off with Michael, because Michael is Swedish. Mm-hmm. That's where he gets, like, his Swedish blood. William, that is. Sorry. Follow my
I know.
Yeah. Him, fun fact, I swear to you, I saw this, but I cannot find any proof. He and Jesper Bratt's dad played together in Sweden. I cannot find any proof of Jesper Bratt even having a father, and I know that he does, but I've scoured the internet and I cannot find proof of it. But I've seen multiple people say that they played together.
What a chill guy.
I'm like, I know that
That's
you're
the type
out there.
of low profile that I almost said the Quins, the Hughes want to have.
Literally. So Michael played 15 seasons in the NHL. And he got traded around a lot.
Oh.
It was kind of their whole thing. I actually even saw a quote that was so freaking cute. But it was The Athletic from the New York Times. Trades weren't talked about in the singular, but rather in the we. Michael Nylander wasn't getting traded. The Nylanders were. And I'm like, that's so sweet.
Well, there's 8 of them.
Yeah.
That's a whole line right there.
Yeah.
Plus a coach.
That's essentially a team.
Yeah.
If you just don't trade. If you don't split shifts.
Yeah, for real.
We were playing the full 60 minutes.
Yeah. There is no relief coming. It's just y'all.
Yeah, literally. The team he spent the most time with was Calgary. He spent 5 seasons total with them. Mm-hmm. And then he spent 4 seasons with Chicago, 4 seasons with the Capitals, but everything else was very much split up and he got traded around a lot. Just a couple.
What do you mean? If you played 15 seasons, then that's like 14 of a season's accounted for.
No, that's like 10. 5, 4, and 4.
And 4?
2.
That's 13.
Well, he didn't spend like full seasons with people too. He would split like half a season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like,
No, he went
That's
around.
not that much bouncing around.
That math ain't math.
I was like, I might be a nurse, but I can do simple addition.
So I may have said like 2 seasons with the Hartford Whalers. It may have been half a season and half a season split.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. Which go Whalers.
Go Whalers.
Woo. Before the 2007-2008 season, actually, he had been playing with the Oilers and was trying to get a contract worked up with them. The Oilers had literally thought that he was signing with them, had a whole ordeal, and then bam, he signed with the Capitals without telling them.
What the heck?
I know.
That feels a little dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know the extent. Maybe they were playing mind games with each other.
Yeah. I have just like a couple of greatest hits about him. Because again, a ton of his career is not talked about because...
Do you have a picture of him?
I can get one. Oh my gosh, let me concuss my mic. I can get one for you.
That'd be stunning. I love a visual aid. Or I can Google it and you can have a sip of your coffee.
Let's do that because I can't type. I'm
very good at tip-tapping. Oh. Who do you look like? Who do you look like?
I don't know. William Nylander?
No. Who?
I want to say,
Who? He looks so similar to someone.
I think you got to stick with me on this one, right?
Okay.
If you take Jordan Stahl and you shave his face and you put him in a Capitals uniform, they look similar.
Currently Googling Jordan Stahl, no beard.
I don't think I've ever seen him without a beard.
That's when he was like 16. I'm pretty sure that's illegal
That's
to have on the internet.
That's probably the last time that he didn't have a beard.
No, they do not look alike. He
Oh,
looks
you're
like
right.
someone that I have seen as an actor, and I can't think of it, and it's going to bother me so bad. Ooh. Get it, Batty?
Oh, is that him? Oh, yeah, that is him, young.
Okay.
And that he looks kind of like Elias Pettersson.
I mean this with love. Maybe it is Elias Pettersson.
Yeah.
Elias.
Elias.
It's Elias.
I always
Elias
say it wrong.
Pettersson. Yeah.
Elias.
But I am so bad at saying things correctly myself that I immediately assume.
But which Elias Pettersson are we talking about, Lauren?
I say this with love. I see where William got his hairline from. Like they have the same like widow's peak is what I mean. Okay, we have got to get it together.
Yeah. Just, okay. I've just got a couple of his greatest hits. Oh, that probably wasn't great wording because in 2010, towards the end of his career, he did have a hit from behind that he received.
Oof.
And he was forced to get spinal fusion surgery.
Ooh.
He still would play hockey.
Okay.
Of course.
Fair
but
enough.
he did retire a few years after that. He also holds the 1993 IIHF World Championship record for most assists.
Period.
Germany actually won that championship, but Sweden won silver. So it's a slay.
And we love silver.
And
we love assisting.
And he won gold with Team Sweden in
Hell yeah.
92 and 2006. He's also got He's also got 3 silvers and 3 bronze.
So he's good.
He's all right. Yeah.
He's all right. He's got some medals.
He spent 19 years with Team Sweden from juniors to when he retired.
Oh, yeah, that's why
So, like,
William Nylander's like, I will never.
He's like,
I
that
will
is
not
my
betray
blood.
Sweden. I bleed gold and blue.
I don't think it's gold. I think it's just yellow.
It is definitely yellow.
Yeah. He did coach for a bit, just one season, really. He was an assistant coach for the OHL team, Mississauga Steelheads. I already have trouble pronouncing things. That's so many letters and repetitive too. Anyways, he coached for the Steelheads in the 2015-2016 season, which is now known as the Brampton Steelheads because they relocated.
Thank God.
I wanted to point that out because we're going to talk about that team again with Alexander. I haven't seen what he's doing right now other than like being a king and being
a father to a small
village,
a small team.
Yeah. But it seems pretty private.
Does he have grandkids? Do we know? It's okay if you don't know.
I know.
I'm just saying.
William and Alexander don't have kids.
First of all, have you seen how he is with his dogs? He's so Gen Z. I don't care if he's not. Those are his children.
Yeah.
That's how we are.
That is millennial behavior. That's not Gen Z behavior, though.
What do you mean?
Yeah. That's exactly what I mean.
I asked, what do you mean? And you said, yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
What? I mean, calling your pets your babies is millennial. Gen Z just straight up say, I don't want any responsibilities. Fuck them kids.
We have responsibilities. We just don't want liabilities. Which in this
Period.
economy are children.
Yeah.
If you make it more affordable, I'll consider.
Yeah. Okay. Alexander. First of all, listen to his full name. Alexander Maximilian Michael Jr. Nylander.
I love it.
But Alexander Nylander.
He's baby Nylander, right?
He is 2 years younger than William. So he's the third. William, I want to say William was born in 98. Yeah.
Who did I find out? What was it? Ovechkin? That's a Libra. That I found that out yesterday. I'm gonna lock that in. I think it was Ovechkin.
I think it was. It was someone random that I was like, why are you?
Because I was catching up with what's happened with hockey.
Alexander was born in 98. William was born in 96. May 1st.
Finally, someone who's older than me
he's
and a millionaire.
28. Yeah.
28 sounds great.
I'm sick of these kids that are younger than me being millionaires.
Yeah, it's driving me crazy with envy. Ugh.
Yeah. I wish that was me. Okay.
I have no skills, though.
Alexander takes after his dad a bit, and he kind of bounces around a lot. So
Does he bounce around a lot, or is he just not that good?
Yes.
Okay.
He's all right, but he can't play on the level I don't think that is required to have a long career in the NHL.
Yeah.
He's a great call up, and like he can fill a gap when people are injured. Mm-hmm. But
longevity.
He's not consistent enough.
But he's still young in his career.
No.
He's 90. Oh my God. I'm not 22.
He's 26.
I'm 26. Ugh.
I was like,
never mind.
He
forget what I said.
He played for that Steelheads team that season that his dad coached there.
Oh.
Which is really cute.
I hope it was really cute.
He had 57 games and 75 points.
Good for him.
So it was pretty good. He was drafted 8th overall by Buffalo into the NHL in 2016.
That's not bad.
If his birthday's today.
Happy birthday, Alexander Maximilian Michael Joseph Nylander Alch something.
You
I get it?
You got really close, but you did not. Alexander
close,
Maximilian Michael Jr. Nylander Altelius. I don't think I could ever say that the right way.
So close.
You were pretty close.
Happy birthday.
I think you threw like a Jacob in there.
I said Jordan.
Jordan.
Or that's what I meant to say. I don't know what I verbally
It was
said.
Junior.
Might be.
All good. But yeah, he was drafted 8th overall by Buffalo in 2016. Traded to the Blackhawks in 2019, then to Pittsburgh in 2022, and Columbus in 2024.
So he's just been sent to all the shit teams.
Yeah, and he's played for a lot of their AHL teams the majority of the time. He was signed as a free agent to the Leafs in November of 2024, which is when he came up and played a few games. I think he ended up playing 2. Yeah. Oh, he played 5 games. Didn't have any points. So
he gets points for participation.
Yeah, he does get participation points. But yeah, he's pretty much split seasons between the NHL and AHL.
So he's
the
still
majority
playing.
Of his career. He plays the majority of the season in the AHL and pretty much just gets called up when
And
there's
that's
injuries.
fine.
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
And he's done pretty well every time that he's been called up.
Good.
He even scored a hat trick with the Blue Jackets in March of last year.
Shoot. Okay.
So, like,
Okay, Maximilian.
I think that when he gets the opportunity to be in the NHL for at least a few games, he just takes full advantage of it.
As you should.
But consistently, he can't do that.
That's okay.
So, and that's fine. Not everybody's meant to be in the
Some
NHL.
of us are fireworks. Not all of us can be fires.
Okay.
I just came up with that.
I was like, I've never heard of that.
I was thinking it as it came out of my mouth.
He's currently playing for the Toronto Marlies, though, in the AHL.
That's a cute name.
He's played 45 games with them so far, has 35 points. He's doing all right. And I like that he's in Toronto, too. From everything that I've read about this family, they are extremely close. And they spend as much time together as they can when they have the opportunity to.
That's so cute.
So it makes me really happy to know that they're both in Toronto.
We can't really speak to this that much, but we grew up with no family, family states away.
Yeah.
So we grew up a super tight unit, and for the most part, we still are.
Yeah.
Like a very tight unit, and I love that.
Yeah, me too.
My mental health would be trash if we didn't
live
together or live within minutes of each other. Like, truly.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't do it. But I wouldn't say we're codependent.
No.
I would just say we're sisters, okay?
I wouldn't say we're codependent.
No.
Alexander also wears number 92, which is the same number his dad wore.
Oh, that's my bread and butter.
I do love that
That's
crap.
so cute.
Yeah. So now we have William Andrew Michael Jr. Nylander. I think that they have a first and middle name, and then they take their dad's full name and then the mother's maiden name. So
I love that.
William Nylander.
Look, if I get married, we're adding a Mansell on. Like, I'm not dropping my name.
Girl,
we've talked about this.
Like, I will make it a middle name, but I can't do that to my future kids to have them have 2 last names and one of them be Mansell. I think about our mother's maiden name is Simmendinger. She's German.
Don't blast. Don't blast Simmendinger. It is spelled exactly how it sounds.
It is. But if you think about if we were growing up and we had to write Abigail Simmendinger Mansell, I remember getting blasted in front of my English class in like elementary school because I spelled of wrong. I spelled it O-V-E, and it is ingrained in my memory, and that is on trauma. But
Whoa.
I would not have been able to spell my last name correctly.
You would have learned. I just think it's a form of respect.
Yeah, especially because
I'm not property.
Our family had all girls, and so, like, if we didn't carry it on, it would just be gone.
Yeah.
Which is sad. Okay. William Nylander.
Anyways, after a little trauma dump.
So, they were born in Canada, right?
They were born in Calgary, yeah. So
Yeah.
is Tate McRae.
Period.
Calgary, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for your contributions to society.
Literally, thank you so much.
With love, Lauren.
On guard, we stand on guard for the period. But they do have Swedish citizenship as well.
Yeah,
because from everything that I saw, they split their time between Sweden and Canada as kids until his family fully moved to Sweden at 14.
I would love that.
So, yeah. So the IIHF actually ruled that he was able to represent Sweden internationally, period.
Period.
And also, exclamation point.
And also, mind your business.
Yeah. So February 2013, little 16-year-old William Nylander made his debut into professional hockey.
So cute. I remember.
With the Hockey Allsvenskan. Allsvenskan? I can't say it. With the Swedish Professional Hockey League.
Love.
The highest level of professional hockey in Sweden as well.
As a 13-year-old, pop off.
16.
As a 16-year-old, pop off.
He started on that team alongside his father, who was 40 at the time and still playing.
Pardon me, what?
And they would oftentimes even be line mates. Which is crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Also on this team was David Pastrnak.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. I remember from
Face Off.
the captain's thing. Him and Pasternak grew up together.
Yeah, from Face Off, which, oh my gosh, this is what I was going to say earlier when we were talking about the Blue Jackets and how it like just warms our hearts. How much they're like honoring Johnny Gaudreau. The Face Off show is following 2 players from the Blue Jackets.
Not prepared emotionally for that.
I'm not emotionally prepared for that either.
I don't know at any point I will be, though.
I don't think I ever will be, but it's okay.
Oh my God, and Seth Jarvis is on it.
And Seth Jarvis!
And I don't want him to be on it because I want to gatekeep him. I don't want people to find out about him.
Yeah. As we know, especially from the Face Off show, Pastrnak and Nylander have a very, very close relationship, like brotherhood, because Pastrnak went there, had no family. And so, from what it seems like, Nylander just said, oh, welcome to mine.
You know what? I'd love another brother to even out these odds. So,
Yeah.
come on now.
Literally,
A brunette? Come on now.
In his first game in the Swedish Hockey League, he had an assist, finished the season with an average of 20 minutes of ice time a night.
God.
Which is insane. Which, he's 16, so, like, let him put in the ice time. But, Jesus Christ.
That's pretty impressive for a teenager.
If anybody's going to do it, though, like, let it be him, not his 40-year-old dad.
Bro, if Michael can do it, let him do it. Speak on it, Michael.
That's valid. He also competed in the 2013 Under-18 World's Championship, winning gold and having a tournament high of 8 assists, which is a slay.
Dang, he's so good.
He had 16 points in 7 games in the 2014 championships. Won gold again in 2017 for the senior team. And all of that together ranked him as probably the top prospect for the NHL 2014 draft.
Appropriate.
Ultimately, he was also drafted 8th overall.
Oh,
I know. It makes me
love
happy.
it.
Especially, and I know that I just read too much into these things, but his number is 88. And I'm like, did they manifest that?
Whatever you had to do to get that, thank you.
Yes.
It was worth it.
Yeah. It seemed like he dropped down in number of picks only because he was so much smaller and he was quite undersized.
How small is he?
I think he was like 160 pounds. Something like that. Because he's not a tall dude.
How tall is he?
It's like 5'10" maybe? Let me look it up. I've got it right here. He's not like a big guy. Oh, he's 6'1". Well, he's 205 now. Oh, that's Alexander Nylander.
Just kidding.
He's 6 foot.
Why is it that the older
202.
siblings are always shorter? Like the youngest ones always get the height. It's bull crap.
I benefit from it, so.
I know.
But he was pretty undersized.
6 foot is not small.
No, I think it was mainly like weight muscle wise.
165 ain't gonna.
Gnar. After being drafted, he played for their AHL team, the Toronto Marlies, to kind of develop him more, get some more weight on him, if you will. Mm-hmm. And he was an extremely important piece to the Marlies making the 2015 playoffs after being at the bottom of the standings.
It's called the Nylander effect.
It is the Nylander effect.
Calm, cool, collected.
He was called up in February of 2016 to play for the Leafs, performed really well, and had his first NHL goal that was assisted by Brooks Leish, the same player who assisted Michael Nylander's last NHL goal.
Stop!
I'll eat that crap up.
I love parallels like that.
Me too.
It's so prophecy coded. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Ugh.
He made the full-time roster for the following season, 2016-17. And that same season, Austin Matthews and Zach Hyman made their NHL debuts as well. So they were the rookie line.
Yeah.
I mean, Nylander wasn't necessarily a rookie, but he had played some, but essentially. You may know, Austin Matthews set a record for the most goals scored in a rookie debut game.
Didn't know that. How many? 10?
4 goals that game. 2 of which were 10.
That was a bit high. I said it was like, nah.
2 of which William assisted on. So they immediately clicked. Immediately. He finished his first season with 61 points in 81 games. Matched that same exact record the next season as well, which is so sweet. I'm like, oh, you did something.
You're doing so
You're
good,
doing amazing, sweetie.
Keep it up.
Yeah. So he became a restricted free agent prior to the 2018-19 season. He wanted a long-term deal, which, fair enough.
I think we all do.
And went unsigned throughout the summer and did not even attend training camp. The season started and he still had not signed a deal. Words are hard.
That is so diva of him.
Right?
When was he born? I'll look it up. May. I don't know what that makes him. I'm not good at summer months.
May 1st. I knew that because I saw it when I looked it up.
Oh. Wow, so he didn't even go to training?
He didn't go to training camp. The season started. He wasn't playing because they still hadn't signed a deal. He was skating in Sweden and Austria in the meantime, so he wasn't like losing his talent.
Yeah.
And so he had to sign a contract. I think it was like the second week of December to be eligible to even play that season. Minutes before the deadline, literal minutes, they signed him to a 6-year deal, $45 million.
So was it just like the Leafs were trying to wait him out, or they wanted to get him to settle for a small contract, or what?
Girl, you know that they don't make that information public.
Dang it.
He struggled that season, though, with performance. He only played 54 games, had 27 points, which is not terrible, but he recovered very well the next season.
What do you think was going on?
I think it's probably just the fact that they took so long to sign him.
I'd be like, you don't want me? How could you not want this? Look at this mustache. Look at those points.
He also signed a contract extension last January, 8 years, $92 million.
Good for him.
If you watched Face Off,
I did, for the most part.
You did. You know that he just, like, disappeared from playoffs.
Oh, yeah, but didn't he get, like, concussions or something?
He was having migraines. He came out and said he was having migraines, and it was very much his call to not play. I think it's probably from previous concussions. Like, I don't blame him for not wanting to play. It is kind of weird to me because so many people play through injuries for the playoffs. So, I don't know. It was really weird. I have a little piece of information that I would like to share to you.
Please do. I love knowledge.
So, William Nylander was drafted to Toronto. Mm-hmm. He went to Toronto a few weeks later. This is a kid. He doesn't know anybody in Toronto. Who does he live with? Do you want to take guesses?
Wayne Gretzky?
No, girl. Think of who else has taken in recently moved players for periods of time.
Joe? Mm-mm. Brett?
I'll just tell you.
Mario?
The Hughes family.
I was never going to get that.
Really? Well,
you were giving me nothing. I didn't know if we were doing
as literal babies.
Ew, I'm so uncomfortable that he's got a 6-pack. You shouldn't be allowed to show me that.
That is a child.
I'm pretty sure that makes me go to jail. Wow.
They are such babies.
They're such babies. Yes, I am holding my hand over his abs. Yeah, what about it? It's just, ugh.
If you Google him,
isn't like one of his things that he never
never
does
has
interviews with
a
a shirt on? My bad. Well, now it's fine because he's a grown-up and I'm a grown-up. But he looks about 13 in that picture.
But he moved into Jack's room. Per this.
Yeah. And how did Jack feel about that?
In return, Nylander was only allowed to play table tennis with his left hand.
Shut up.
That's actually so funny.
That's hilarious.
That's so them.
Stop. Yeah, you can move into my room, but you can only play table tennis with your left hand.
Yeah.
Those are the rules.
Fair is fair.
Dang, those brothers are good at sharing.
Yeah.
Because they have adopted siblings all over the league.
They really do. It is insane. What, like, Trevor Zegras, Austin Matthews is essentially an adopted sibling.
Yeah, if you... Never mind. Let me shut up. That's not relevant, and we don't have time for me to say that.
Okay.
I was going to compare it to a book series.
Oh. I have some honorable mentions. This is just, like, the most random crap I've ever... This was a brain dump.
None of the...
Number one... You go.
No, you go.
I was going to say, number one, I just continue to think about that TikTok of William Nylander getting rizzed.
Yeah.
The confidence of that girl. Actually, I don't even think she intended to.
I don't think she meant to rizz him.
But she did. She did that thing.
You know that he got rizzed because if you type in William Nylander getting rizzed, that's what pops up on TikTok.
I
don't make it up.
No, literally.
That's what the search bar is.
Go to TikTok, type in William Nylander rizzed, and that will be the video that pops up.
It's normally the top one. I say normally. Yeah. I've looked for it once, twice.
Because I think I wanted to. I don't know. I saw it one day and I was like, the comments are the best part, honestly.
The comments are the best part. But the comments are the best part of almost any
everything.
Video.
Yeah. We've already talked about that.
He's not in a public relationship?
We already talked about this too. No.
Is he in a private relationship?
Girl, how would I know? That's really my only honorable mention because we already talked about the other ones.
Did any of the sisters play hockey? Did the mom play hockey? Do we know anything about them?
I cannot find anything about the mom.
Oh, they're so private.
I believe it's Daniela is pursuing a tennis career.
Period.
And plays tennis in college right now.
Good for her. In the U.S. or Sweden?
One of the girls does in the U.S.
Nice.
I
look forward to seeing you on the tours.
Otherwise I can't find anything on any of the other siblings.
Dang, they're so low key.
They're so low key.
I love it. I love the Nylanders.
I do too. I like how low key they are.
I just love a low key vibe. He seems like a chill dude.
Yeah.
Have I brought up how after Four Nations, everyone came back from war and most of them went back to their like pretty shitty seasons that they were having beforehand, and they're getting asked all these questions by reporters. But the one I wanted to bring up was the one that they asked Austin Matthews and was like, does it like haunt you in any way that you gave up the game-winning like goal opportunity in Four Nations? And he goes, sure, Kevin.
Yes,
And then the like NHL commercial that's got all the best goalies, and then it's like Pasternak at the bar being like, I've seen better, or like nice or whatever. And then it like pans, he's on his phone and it's like William Nylander and Austin Matthews.
They put the nail on the head there.
Their admin for
these new ads are incredible.
Yes. The PR girlies are going crazy.
I love it.
Every single one of them has been a hit that I've seen.
Oh my gosh, the tipping one is one of my favorites.
The tipping one's hilarious. But yeah, the goal scoring one I think is my current favorite.
Yeah. What's the current one circulating right now?
That is the current one circulating.
Yeah, I said well it is.
Oh, I thought you said what is.
Fair enough. I do mumble.
Fair
enough.
Do
be doing that.
We do be doing that. Okay, is there anything else we need to mention?
No.
Great. I want to go watch the Habs game. So this has been so much fun. What are we talking about next week?
I don't know yet.
What should we talk about next week? Should we do another family lore?
I've got a few things. I just need to see. It's month end for me. Mm-hmm. So I've got to see what I'm going to have the time to do to research.
Fair enough. Well, if we're not back next week, it's her fault. So
Yeah, fair.
bye now. We'll see you when we see you. Hopefully it'll be next week.
It will be.
Bye-bye.
Bye.